Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and evening, an amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host from Pearl Dane, the one, the only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland. Off here to a glorious 1v1 on Amilly Fields in the north. It is Jimmy, fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Here with the 3rd Armored Division, with Urban Assault, Tactical Support, and a Rifle Company, with M20 Infantry and 50 caliber bullets versus south. It is vwvc, fighting here for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, we'll just call him V though, or maybe just Werner. Taking on the role here though of the Wehrmacht, Deutschland. Here with V, let's just go with 709th Bodenständige Infanteriedivision. Here with Defensive Doctrine, featuring Ostruben, Defensive Fortifications, Stug 3Es, Pack 43s, and the Sector Artillery ability with double infantry and Panzer Grenadiers. We got liaisons heading westwards, we got rifle heading eastwards here for Jimmy. Off to an aggressive start here. Also, as always, a big hearty thanks to my patrons and supporters, these champions of the Propagandacast, giving the business by supporting the war effort on the monthly basis. Holy crap. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon, or you can follow an example of such heroic people as Emil or Andrew, who have donated here recently. Of course, big thanks to those two, of course, by donating my PayPal. Links in the description. I'll let you know, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. So we're off here to an aggressive start. We've got Bartwire here to try and make it hard for the Americans at the fuel point, but without grabbing the fuel point, it also means the Americans just moving and contest the fuel point there. We got Osman in the center, and we got the MD-42 moving westwards here. V here, or Werner, with a pretty aggressive start here. Werner's with a W. Anyways, Punish being up being caught here by the Rifle Squad there. Moving in the Ostrom to assist with another Rifle Squad in the east here. Doesn't look great here for V in the east side. Third Ostrom squad here using their fast, build speed and, overall cheap cost to get out a bunch. They're fast, allowing them to play a bit more aggressively in a lot of ways. Plus, again, in some ways it can take more with beating and a little more firepower, but of course in other ways, not so much. Third Ostrom squad right about the corner here. And looks like Jimmy's going for a rapid lieutenant here versus the Germans. Ostrom here, falling back as the pioneers are getting percent packing. Rifle squad pushing for the eastern fuel point in the west. The MD-42 holding up here behind a dead cow. Third Ostrom squad moving forward. We'll have to see he goes for another Ostrom squad. He will take up. Yes, and say caught by the MD-42. So what is V doing here? Looks like he's just lining up around the center, conceding the east for now here to the Americans. Who's got their rapid lieutenant out. We'll have to see, of course, what Jimmy commits to in terms of doctrines. Ostrom machine continuing the westward push here. And of course, with his forces dispatched in the east, he can't really defend the western fuel point. But at most, it looks like he's going to try and stall here the German player from getting to the western fuel point. And we do get a 4th Ostrom squad here. The Bodenständige Infanteriedivision coming in as much as can. For those wondering what a Bodenständige Infanteriedivision was, it was a particular type of infantry division meant for manning the Atlantic Wall, usually made out of lower quality infantry. And would increasingly find itself a lot of that low quality infantry, German infantry, is replaced with Ostrom. It's a little fun fact. The Ostrom's relation to the west, Ostrom is being overwhelmed here as V here left himself dangerously exposed here to Jimmy and now finds himself being attacked across several points here. Of course, Jimmy realizing that he's committing the MD-42 to the main force, or at least a significant force less than fuel point. He's going to be pretty open to a good aggressive push with the infantry elsewhere. Since if the Ostrom can focus down some units in the right position, they can be tough, but if caught out of position, they're pretty much fudged, which is kind of how the Germans actually, again, operated with the Ostrom. They would actually, let's just get this match finished by the way there, overwhelmed and routed machines sitting up here, but may not matter much. But what the Germans did is they actually would grade the divisions as to what they could actually expect of them. And the Bodenständige Infanteriedivision were actually graded as some of the lowest, right above unable to fight, and pretty much just expected to only hold fort prepared positions ahead of time and could fight somewhat from there, but they wouldn't focus on really expected to attack, which is pretty much how the Ostrom operate in game. Little fun fact there. M20 here for Jimmy. Ostrom there charging in their Rifle squad, not looking great there for V, but he's still holding out against Jimmy, who's now moving towards less than fuel point. Very good. Still no doctrine here for Jimmy. Hard to say what he's planning. Could be tactical support, could be Rifle Company, could be Urban Assault. Hard to say here. We got the M20 rushing forwards. Needs we got the Ostrom towards the eastern field point. Machine about to get caught in the centre by the M20 utility car. Rushing forwards there. Fun fact about the M20, well, it's shown here still this light reconnaissance vehicle. They're actually specifically attached to tank destroyer battalions, but it's meant to act as a spot and a scout for them, and thus a support vehicle. So, little fun fact there. Got the western field upon there, but the eastern field being seized here by V, who could of course soon lay down sandbags with the Ostropen. I'm trying to keep him a safe distance here from the Germans in the centre. I'd like to make a nice company up, bunker up there. I imagine we're seeing the 2-2 here from V, though he has been disrupting his field points, so he can't get out the armoured car as fast as possible, which is great for Jimmy, who is going for the captain as well. That would typically indicate here tactical support. Going for an anti-tank and obviously expecting the armoured car to rush down his M20, so likely tactical support here with light machine guns, half-tracks, calipers and all the other goods. Grab Western field point there. We got the armoured car there for V and Deutschland. The 708th Bodenständige Infanterie Division. And turn this slightly falling back in the face of the Germans on the flank here. No 50 cal yet here for Jimmy, which of course will also be quite handy versus all these Ostroben. But there you go, anti-tanking out. They also got the captain there, can of course add a BAR. Awesome routed. Sees the western field point here. 2-2 though is almost done. And the ambulance pulling up here for Jimmy as well. Bit surprised the lack of an immediate BAR for the captain. Most players will be pretty keen on getting the captain upgraded with a BAR very fast because it's really good. But there you go, armoured car pushing ahead there. Ambulance almost done. There's their base in the west of the tank traps. Turning ready with a bazooka and one entertaining there holding back in reserve. In the east side here pushing for the eastern field point and victory point. So far though, Jamie's controlling the field very well here versus V and the Germans. Pioneer versus Ralph Scott, flamethrower on the way. He's clearly not concerned about mines here from Jimmy. Ralph Scott there. They're probably going to try and hold up for long enough to render the point neutral, but it's going to be a bit of a close call there. Captain here still not being upgraded with the BAR is definitely a bit surprising. That is definitely quite surprising, to be honest. Pack 40 there though for V, the Panzerabwehrkanone 40. Captain there pushing back the Ostrom with his Thompson and his faith in freedom. On the west here, pushing back the Amerikaner there with some good Ostrom pushing there. Thumbs up to V. Back at his base. No sign of tech yet because, again, Jimmy has just done such an excellent job in denying the German player fuel. In this regard, V has, I think, been focusing a bit too much on the center, to be honest, which is arguably a bit of a strategic mistake. Fifth got that follow up now here for Jimmy. No weapon racks, and definitely floating a bit more munitions that I would say is a good idea. Particularly, like, if we didn't upgrade this or lay down some mines, which would be, I think, potentially quite potent here versus V, since immobilizing a tank is really good. But it tends not to get a lot of attention. Got the M1 entertaining here holding up though. Eastern fuel point seized with the Pioneer, and got the 5th cal ready. But that's a surprisingly large munition dump here that Jim's just carrying around here. B may of course want to consider eventually some Panzergrenadiere. We got sandbags in the east, sehr good. But still no doctrinal choice here for Jimmy. Wondering what he's planning. I mean, at this point, we could easily just go for tactical support, go for the light machine gun, which again, it seems like he's planning. Maybe that's what he's setting up for. Though theoretically, there's still rifle company, mines, flamethrowers, and, urban assault with Molotovs, cover to cover, rifle grenades, Rangers, the Thompsons. I mean, they all sort of consult for the residency usage, though. Again, standard player pattern with this would be tactical support. We got Panzergrenadier, the V, very good. 2 thumbs up. Relying, of course, on the fact that the Ostrom at some point just aren't great assault troops, even with the light machine guns. You do want some Panzergrenadiers typically to help carry the offensive. So that's a very good idea. We finally got the captain upgraded with the BAR. Apparently, they finally found it. So, Captain, where did you find your bar? I found it in my sock drawer. Your sock drawer? You get sock drawers? Yeah. Captain charging the Ostroben. Armoured car turning to the captain. Got Lieutenant in for the bazooka. They're ready to threaten the armoured car. Captain, though, taking a bit too much damage here. The armoured car being a bit of a threat, of course, alongside the Ostrom. Together, they do form up a significant amount of firepower. And there you go. Panzergrenadier running the V. Pioneer Ostrom there, having a bit of a hard time figuring out. He's also managed to resecure the field point there in the east, which is going to help him a bit there. In the west, the Ostrom continuing westwards there. He will probably try and take up soon as he can begin upgrading his Ostrom light machine guns, since even though, again, doesn't make them great assault troops, it is nonetheless a good upgrade for the Ostrom and just gives them some more punch. So, makes sense. Meanwhile, Jamie's taking up here. But interesting enough, we're not seeing tactical support at this point. You would figure you would see that, for the light machine guns. So I do wonder what Jamie's planning here versus V. Perhaps he's having a hard time deciding about to go for versus the Ostrom. General! Yes, what is it, Private? We're up against a new type of foe. What? Eastern Europeans? Damn. We may not be able to go for our usual strategy. Why? Are they more bulletproof? No, less. Then why not go for the light machine guns? Because it might be a waste of ammunition. And when was that a problem for the United States Army? If it gets wind of the media, it might be a problem. Oh, right. Anyways, Ostrom on the west side here. Ostrom has the rifle squad on the west. In the east side, they're grabbing the fuel point there. Back at base, they take halfway down there for V. Got the Ostrom forwards there. Going to pop into the shed and spray some lead there on the Americans. Though, without a light machine gun, that is not going to be an impressive position inside the shed. With a light machine gun, that could be slightly annoying there for Jimmy. Big 2 points wise, though, we can see the V slowly bleeding out in the face of Jimmy still. Well, it is surprising we still haven't seen a doctrine. V could, of course, also consider something like the Stuke E's. Maybe, except he's still incredibly short on fuel head versus his American opponent. There you go. Pioneers versus the 50 cal. They're burning through them. Artillery called in by the Major there to deal with the Osthoven. Western point makes use of the Ostrom wiring off stuff there. Thumbs up. Plans they're caught though by the 50 cal and forces retreat. And there, go on the west, we got the Captain Lieutenant Chan Fort, we got Ostrom nearby. We do have light machines on the way here for a lot of his troops, except for the one that is being directly assailed here by Jimmy's, well, junior officers. Putting up the centre there. Eastern fuel point once more being seized. Jimmy's not far from a tank, though again, the lack of a doctrine remains a bit curious. It does make you wonder what he's planning, particularly when he's got that munitions hump still. Armoured car tank to right squad here with Eastern fuel point. In the centre we got the Pioneer versus the Echelons on the west here. Major on the move for a major plan against the Nazis. Back here, V's base remains a bit silent, a bit quiet. Armoured car is gaining red here too. In the centre we got the heavy machine team the Echelons. Mines was away and the armoured car actually goes down. Anti-tank in there appeared from an angle clearly wasn't expecting and took one good shot and boom it went. Got the 20 there was the Osthoven. Ralph's got charging the Ostrom with no real cover to defend from. They have to fall back from the point. They expose them also to more fire in the process. And the 50 cal. And the West M20 takes a good hit from the Pack 40. And we do get a Stuke 3 here for V. The Sturmgeschütz als Fungi. Most units that would have had that by 1944-45 would have been what was known as an Ersatz- und Ausbildungsabteilung, which is basically sort of training and replacement units that provided, well, training for new crews and whatnot. There were a couple of those in Normandy, in fact. Would have had a mix of older tanks like the Stuke 3E, Panzer 3s, and a mix of French tanks as well, like the Renault 38 and the Somme S35 and so on there. And we do finally get Dr. Jimmy. It is Rifle Company. With the EC8, Rifle Defensive Structures, Advanced Infantry Equipment, the half-track, and the White Phosphor Smoke. My God, General, they've got tanks! Well, assault guns of older make. My God. We have to get tanks of our own, bigger ones. The finest, the shiniest of tanks. Grenadiers now here for the interesting choice that places Ostrom with Grenadiers instead of just Panzer Grenadiers, but you know. Nothing wrong with the Grenadiers there, I suppose. Stuke 5s, artillery core on the MD42. Got the Penmad and MD42 as well added to the Sturmgeschütz als Fungi. Can being burned by the Pioneers. M20 charging in here. V's western flank here, a bit under pressure here from the Amerikanen. Ostrom down to 3 men here. Captains the Pioneers. Ostrom looking up in the east. Of course, in Normandy, most of the Ostrom didn't actually put up a lot of a fight versus the Americans. In fact, most would surrender very swiftly, and then the Americans afterwards would hand them over to Stalin, who would then send them to the gulags. Well, they'd first get sent to the front line again, and then after the war, to the gulags. So, little fun note there. Trying to wreck here the tank traps there. Stuke on the movie, on the hunt for the captain. Pack 40 number 2 for V. Clearly concerned about enemy armor. A very sensible concern to have, obviously, considering his opponent's been doing a great job in denying these fuel here. Panzer's there versus the Raft Squad there. Austrian is moving forward with LMG-42. So at least we finally got a doctor here for Jimmy's. Still got a lot of munitions floating. Honestly, could have gone for this sooner for a lot of mines. We have more than that. And some other things there. Flamethrowers could also have been handy, maybe, or some flares. Ooh, 5th cal could be in trouble here with Gunneries and the MD-42 using the Incendium prison rounds. 2 thumbs up there to V. And these we've got the punks because they're pushing back the echelons. My God, Jürgen, yeah, I've seen pimples suffer zones as Americans. Pimples? Yeah. You can get some really nasty ones on the Eastern Front. Anyways, easy 8 on the way there for Jamie. Ooh, Pat, there's been quite a bit of M20. Good play there by Jamie. Stuggy's trying to land a shot there, but it's looking a bit tough. There goes, shoots to... Oh, smoke, actually. Nice. Except a bit too late, but... Nice idea, though. We've got troops being into then grab the Pack 40 again. Troops reinforcing healing. Definitely, I think at this point, should consider other grenades or some weapon rack upgrades, like some bars of grenades. I think would do a lot here for Jamie, and I'm a bit concerned there. I'm sure V is very much appreciating his opponent's not upgrading his main firepower. Second Stuggy. That seems fairly bold here for V. Seems fairly bold. But I guess he believes in the firepower of the Sturmgeschütz and just blasting through American infantry. Or using the Ostrom as bait. There you go, Rapscott crossing the road here. Panzerming to assist the Ostrom alongside the Stuggy. In the centre, Major being blasted. We got these in the bun grenade. The Rapscott. Oh! Brutal hits here. No wipes there though on Jim. And there you go. He's hit going for the Stug 3. Punches straight through the frontal armour with, well, not particularly confidence increasing easy. There goes all this time. You're also going to artillery strike on the Pack 40 to 9V there. One of its anti-tank assets. The other one's all the way in the west here. A good push here for Jimmy. Nice coordination. The only thing really lacking is some infantry support for this push. Although, at which point I would say this would be largely perfect, even with the Stuggies, you know, threatening to blast them apart. But still, right flank here has collapsed. The Oscar of the Panther descent rushing in a panic here as the EC there with its pet upgrade there is blasting into them.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Crowd's got ground less than victory upon their ground center of the 50 cal. Easy then getting the Stuggy head on. Instead of being blasted on the west side here, we got the Rapscott being handled by the Stuggy. Oscar is saying into the light machine and some well-placed kinetic shots. Pack 40 almost got wiped out here. That seems a mistake there by V on misclick, but looks like he got away from it narrowly. Stuggy, the veterans, won 7 kills in the name of Das Vaterland. V and the 7th and 8th Bodenständige Infanterie Division continue to clash with the Americans. M20, they're getting Panzerfausted. Imagine we lay down some mines. We do at least get some bars found on the way here for Jimmy, so thumbs up. So, Captain, where did you find the keys for the weapon racks? Sock drawer. God damn it. He's in the move here for Jimmy. Should consider laying down some smoke. He's going to charge in here and also get some infantry poured in. Shot fire, whiffed. In the west, we got the Stuggy bombarding into the American infantry. Pack though in a bit of a spot there, and we got the Stuggy, the veterans who won. Clearing out that pack very swiftly here. Definitely a problem there for V in particular if Jimmy gets his hands on it. Stuggy shoots. It doesn't get any kills. We've got the second Stuggy arriving here, and there you go. Pack secured up against 2 Stuggys with machine guns and the high closure shells there. It could get a bit awkward there for Jimmy to get out of there. We go. Cleared out the pack narrowly. Going for the eastern fuel point again here on the west side. Got the rear last guy there from the anti-tank just running off in a random direction. Meet both Stuggys fixed up Schnell. And we got tier 4 here for V.
Good to go. Here we go, fellas. Listen up, men. Panzer Grenadiers. Back here.
Trent holding up there. Trenches here from V. Interesting setup there, though. Obviously not for their machines. Must be for the infantry. I imagine he's also doing it as a way to like make it harder for Jim to use his tanks effectively. In reality, a tank could easily just roll over a trench and, for example, just make a 80-degree turn or 90-degree turn, I think, on the trench itself and just collapse it that way. You see it, they're pushing back the Panzers on the east side there. We got 2 kills on it, close veterans 1. He's also not far away from another EC8 here, which would definitely be a bit dangerous here for V. Still, he's managed to stabilize someone. We got more trenches here from the Germans. We got 336 with 379. Victory points wise is actually not too big difference between the two. And there goes Stugis going to blast out the Raft squad here by the point here. Heavy bombardment from the 2 Stugis. Smoke on the center from the EC lining up for push there. Thumbs up to Jimmy. And a pack howitzer deciding to turn in some artillery. Versus those goddamn Krauts. Did he even use the captain there? Don't think so. But there's pack howitzer out there. Moving for less than point. Going to squad the forming up a fairly effective defense there. Large squad there, finding himself neatly bombarded as soon as the smoke starts lifting. And drawn out into the open before retreating. Eastern field put under threat by the echelons. More Samex and USF and V. You see they're getting ready to there, go drive straight into the pack 40. He's disengaged now. Stugi there, Veg and T2, Scherzen at it. Technically, early models do like the Stugi never really received armored side skirts, I believe. That was more addition once they started upgrading the Stugis with the larger guns. They also realized they needed armored side skirts. 5th Cav falling back here. Eastern field once being seized. V needs to quit the counterattack. Probably, you know, should get out that heavy pants course of Pommel Corps, whatever, get out some additional armor here to assist the Stugis. Another machine giver here for V. Jimmy can go for another E-seat now. Definitely should. Turning called out on the over the Stugi, neat bombardment here. Though it's not landing a lot of great kills. Though he's got 10 kills. There goes second E-seat for Jimmy. Thumbs up. Be careful that Lieutenant Stugi could go up in flames, except Lieutenant apparently moves a bit awkwardly around and instead takes some heavy losses here from the Stugis. Anti-tank gun there, flanking into the Stugi there, number 2, and Panzers now catch there. We got the M20 racing in here. 5th Cav setting up as well narrowly. E8 number 2 almost done here, forming the Jimmy's M20, which by the way has not been upgraded in the armored skirts. Could actually go down now. Close call there, but Jimmy had the luck. Panzers in the shed, they're trying to flank the Americans, but they lack the firepower to really sort of threaten from inside the shed.
The capture point is under attack.
Veteran Stugi there being repaired up slowly. 2nd E8 ready here for Jimmy. Stugi shoots, webs a bit. Ralph's got need to retreat now before they get annihilated. Oh, never mind, too late. They are dead. Taught! Still firing down the trench on the Austrian side. We got 310 versus 369. There goes 2nd Stugi. Gains Vets and T2. And narrow miss here from the entertainer though. Spares the Stug a bit of damage. And the east side we got the Austrian pushed back by the Captain. Eastern plot being seized. A lot of action. We got the E6 pushing forwards here now. Going straight for it. Captain is following up here. Should probably smoke around here. And we got sector artillery V here. Calls in an artillery strike to at least, you know, basically trying to slow down here Jimmy's assault. Not a bad idea here. White phosphorus landing down close to the base here on the west side there. Got the victory point, but so many other points you can't grab. And there you go. Loses units to the sector artillery. There's too much going on here. And something exploded. Looks like the M20 found a bit of the dust. ECH running forwards again. And they're pushing through the white phosphorus. Oh, gonna raid the base. Take out the Stugi by the looks of it. No, hey, Panzerkorn. There you go. Stug E kaput. Veteran 2 gain one of the EC8s. Great kill over Jamie and a definite problem for V. On the other hand, though, Jamie is got an excellent infantry left. In fact, he's down just a lieutenant and a rifle squad. He needs to replace his infantry losses. Bad and there you go. Pax versus the EC8 have got a target weak point. Oh, there we go. 2nd target weak point. EC8 caught in front of the double. Pax got the Stugi shooting. And, oh dear, smoke train deployed narrowly. Oh, Stuggy causes it to be abandoned. And he can't hang around to finish it off here. Oh, good lord. And there we go. Look at this. I'm Brad Pitt. More like his Hungarian cousin Armpit. Oh.
Armor here.
MD4 moving straight for the center victory point there. Need to fix up that EC8 fast. Schnell. Trenches here being laid down again. Jimmy meanwhile needs to replace his infantry losses rapidly and his armored losses, because RSV is just going to easily exploit the gap. He's also floating a lot of resources. He may want to spend those. We got more pioneers, well, that's definitely a good idea. He definitely needs additional pioneers to fix up this EZ8.
Losing a capture point.
And the machine gun, while technically kind of on the point, is at the same time not on the point. Needs to be a bit further hit there. We got 233 to 369.
Point is being overrun.
Machine gun flanked by the lieutenant. Artillery firing from the other side. We got 224 to 369. There we go, Jimmy with the captain, very good. Can soon go for another EC8. Meanwhile, these the hard work on his own EC8 there. Fifth cal there. On the west field for Jimmy. Next one, he's going to go for another tank, but he does need more support weapons as well, I guess. In fact, looks like here that V was also able to grab and a 50 cal there, so definitely some ugly losses here for Jimmy, which is definitely giving V a lot of opportunity to push ahead with now. And the EC80 is almost good to go. Almost got it.
Heavy machine gun team ready for orders.
At this point, I think he might be planning to just also build a heavy Panther and then call in something like a Panther here versus Jimmy. We'll have to see. But he definitely has the manpower and the fuel at this stage to just build it and get it going. Well, he doesn't have the population for it, though. Graham needs some points for the Ostrom moving forward, again, utilising now his significant numerical advantage over Jimmy just to push the front here. Very good. Thumbs up. Another EC there for Jimmy.
A capture point is under attack.
Shot fire there. We got the EC8 flanking the EC8. Got the 5th cal there as the Ostrom. Got the Ostrom right from the point here. Trench being bombarded. Ostrom being hammered there. We got 6 kills, Veteran 2. And there we go. Now the EC8 out there. Probably going to get the Brad Pitt upgrade.
We're losing a capture point.
Still give him around the right towards the east. Hey, isn't that Brad Pitt? Nah, that's his Hungarian cousin Armpit. Oh. East out they got the Stuggy vs. Rob squad. Pushing for the centre here. EC8 corner bad spot. Anthony caught up. They got the pack out being mowed down with the punch now with the bar as well. So implementing the far part, the longer ranges a bit more. Almost got the anti-tank crew as well. That could definitely get punishing for Jimmy. Meanwhile is building heavy Panzer, of course, so he's definitely setting up for the Panther. But again, he's just, you know, not lost enough to call in the Panther. EC8's being fixed up here. Well, it's a very, very small vignette, but they're also kind of isolated, so it definitely feels a bit risky there for Jimmy to try and fix them up there. Feels fairly risky. And these up, got the Stuggy one behind the 50 cal. We got the Osprey Fords here. 50 cal versus 50 cal.
Send your orders.
Going for the eastern point.
Running one of our capture points.
EC8's going straight here for the other EC8. possibly even ECA8. Almost got there though, narrowly alive on that one. Stugi blasting the captain there, 50 setting up, peace and point being seized to the Osttroppen. Packard finally got 4 kills, so let's bet need 2. They need to fix up that EC8 pretty fast. More trenches here from a V. Pushing straight for the Western victory point. Setting up the EC8s again here. Cat moving forward, so they got the rifles going from the north here. Have North Point being seized. Bit of quiet. I mean, Jimmy is definitely starting like to find a point of entry now versus V, who's fairly well dug in at this point. Plus, he does have the tanks and the anti-tank guns. And crucially, he has the infantry again. That's really what Jimmy's lacking right now. He's just insufficient amounts of infantry to really like executing this proper assault here versus V. You may want to consider like another rifle squad equipping that with BARs as well. Maybe like a half tech to this mode, mechanize some names to like make more easy like breakthroughs here versus V. It's just kind of slapping out. They're getting some kills in the V though. Of course, that only risks opening up for a Panther here. In fact, he can go for the Panther now versus Jimmy if he wants to. He can go for the Sturmpanzer if he wants to, or the Panzerwerfer.
The enemy is overrunning one of our captured
EC8 there going for the 5th gun east here. Leaving Jimmy's right flank under a significant amount of pressure in the centre here. Stugi bombarding here. The Packards are almost clearing out there. We got almost near ace level there on the Stug 3E. 5 kills opening up for the focused gunnery there in the EC8.
A capture point is under attack.
Now the EC8 there for Jimmy. Gonna commit to a large scale armor assault here versus V, it seems. Can he pull it off? I mean, 3 EC8s at the right angle could possibly do a lot of damage to V if he attacks correct. But again, so many trenches here. Again, I definitely feel like part of it's just to make it harder for Jimmy to like just race in with tanks. Because again, if they try to just race through here, they're going to get caught entangled in some of the tank traps. And that's going to mess with their pathing. So, part of me expects the activate the plan here of V. But the EC8 sits right on the east side of catching the 50 cal there. Got the German 50 cal. Oh, EC8 falling back here. 3rd EC8 almost done for Jimmy. Going for the Western Victory Point. Got 188 versus 261.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
And then almost plus the Lieutenant. So there you go. That's a total of 3 EC8s. Rifle squad getting absolutely hammered into the dirt here by the Stug 3. 10 kills ace level.
Tank upgrade complete.
And V's just got too much stuff. Then we could honestly consider just building a bunch of bunkers just to spend some of the manpower, like getting some machine gun bunkers up here and there. I think could do a lot for them. Would also free up some troops and support weapons. But there you go. Jimmy's lining up here for a full-on Brat Pit assault. There you go. Got the German EC8 there getting in the way. EC8's flying away there. Shots bouncing. Some goes through there. Got the Panthers now equipped with Panzerstrakes as well. At least one Panzerstrake moving to block. Interesting. EC8 getting slightly cautious due to the pack force. Got Silicon sending White Phosphor. We got Sector. So meanwhile, for V to break up Jamie's assault here. Sneaky but effective. Thumbs up there. Oh, sneaky, you know, effective. Package reinforcing healing. Setting up a pack 43 now. Wow, okay. Getting in the really big anti-tank and making use of the sector artillery to just get him the sufficient tumble, which one if Jimmy just makes an incautious attack with his EC8s, they're going to get blown to all kinds of hell. Stugi then finally with the ace level here for V and Deutschland.
Capture points.
There you go. Pack 3 ready. Die Panzerabwehrkanone 43. Grabbing the eastern fuel point. EC8's good to go. Last one about in the center. The EC8's then clearing out the arse from there to push for the eastern victory point. But Jimmy needs to do something soon. He's slowly bleeding out victory points now versus V. Now fixing up, of course, the EC8. Western people are being seized by V. Very good there. Got the Ace Panzer V40 with 12 kills, a bar and a Panzerschreck. Caught them with the EC8 here. And fast the Panzerschreck at the wrong target for retreating. Got the EC8 a bit of fire from the Pack 40. Awesome trying, yeah, active man successfully flanked the 5th kill forcing retreat here. We got 188 versus 206. Jamie feels very hesitant on versus V. He's like unsure how to break this front line here that Jamie's or V's been able to build up here. And there we go, Ace level EC8. That packs quite a punch. Good rate of fire. They really wanted working with other tanks to maximize. And there you go, double packs almost taking up one of the EC8s in the east. And the west here pushing forward. There you go. Pack 43 lands a great hit, and of course signals to Jimmy that there is a Pack 43 on the field. The Pack 43 bar uses the same gun as the Yak Panther and the King Tiger and the Elephant and Nason tank destroyers. That is the high velocity 88mm gun. Last going around here with the Stu 11 kills. 188 to 174. Western point mixes to the Lieutenant. Got the Panzergrenadier Vorwärts. 5th coming up as well here. That's going to be a problem there for Jimmy in the west. Still, machine gun bunkers would be an excellent addition here for V versus Jimmy. An excellent addition. To get more chances instead. I'm really surprised he's not building machine gun bunkers. Like, he's just running so much manpower anyways he doesn't really need. 188% of 57. Jimmy keeps at it, but at the same time doesn't, like, it just seems like he's stuck and just can't quite figure out a way to deal with this. He hasn't how to attack. The addition of the Pack 43 is making. Now we got multiple repair bunkers. That was, we could also build just reinforced machine gun bunkers, honestly, instead of regular bunkers. I mean, that would also be pretty good, but yeah, repair bunkers certainly makes things easier for V, so thumbs up there. But yeah, just concrete machine gun bunkers to defend some of these points would, I think, also be an excellent addition here for V, to be honest. He's looking being shot there. My God, I forgot my gun at home. Oh, Scheiße. Looks like Jamie's getting ready for the push here. It's do or die. 180 was 117. Pioneers caught the laying down mines in the center. Cap needs to push back with the Stoogie. Here, Bombard, we got the EC going up there. 5 kills, half 8 to 52. Jamie's committing the EC8s now. Hesitancy's all gone. White Foss is called in here in the machine gun in the center. EC8's pushing in for the EC8. Pack 43 shoots, gets a great hit there on it. Veterans one gain. The EC8s keep moving. Ace of East, they're firing his shot bounces though. The assault did not work on there. Go EC8 kaput. Center covered in a thick cloud of white phosphor. At this point, you realize the game is over. And GG, there we go. A fierce fight here on Amilly Fields with some, shall I say, fairly unusual tactics and strategies from both sides. In the end, though, I feel like Jimmy just lost all momentum and then struggled to like find a way to regain it. Like some, I think, grenades, some more aggressive tactics in some ways, plus using smoke in a more aggressive tactical manner. I think we did a lot there versus V. V, though, definitely struggled with the early game, but slowly turned the game around there and exploited his opponent's mistakes and gaps and just, you know, gain the advantage. So, well played there. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. This has been Pearl Linking. Cheers. Thank you for watching. I'm sure tomorrow again from another episode. Bye.